Welcome to TaxBandits, an IRS-authorized, compliance-driven e-file solution. Form W-2G is an IRS information return used by payers to report certain gambling winnings to both the recipient and the IRS. It includes details about the type and amount of winnings, any federal income tax withheld, and information about the winner, helping ensure that gambling income is properly reported and taxed. TaxBandits provides a secure, self-service e-filing platform that enables casinos, gaming establishments, businesses, and tax professionals to prepare, review, and file Form W-2G accurately and on time. To begin, click Start New Form from your dashboard, then select Form W-2G under the 1099 category. The current tax year will be selected automatically, but you can choose previous years if needed. Then click File Form W-2G to proceed. Start by reviewing the payer information displayed at the top of the form. This section contains the business details associated with the filing. If you need to make changes to these details, click Edit. If you need to report winnings under a different payer, select Change Payer. If the business was terminated during the selected tax year, mark the checkbox provided. Next, move to the winner information section. You must add the individual who received the gambling winnings. You can either select an existing recipient from your address book or manually create a new record by clicking Add Winner. The winner's identifying information, including their name and address, is required before continuing. Once the winner has been selected, proceed to the Form Details section on the right. Begin with Box 1, Reportable Winnings. This is a required field where you enter the amount of gambling winnings that must be reported to the IRS. Next, enter the date on which the winnings were paid or realized in Box 2. In Box 3, choose the applicable wagering category from the drop-down list. This helps classify the type of gambling activity associated with the winnings. If federal withholding applies, enter the amount in Box 4. This field is only necessary when federal tax has been withheld from the winnings. Box 5 can be used to record an internal transaction number or reference identifier associated with the payout. This field is optional and primarily used for tracking purposes. Box 6 applies only in certain wagering situations, such as horse racing, and can generally be left blank if it does not apply to the wager being reported. Next, enter the amount in Box 7 if the payout resulted from multiple identical bets. This field is used in specific wagering scenarios. Box 8 and 10 are optional operational fields used by gaming establishments to record the cashier identifier or payout window where the transaction occurred. In Box 9, enter the winner's Social Security number, I-10, or EIN. This is a required field for reporting the winnings to the IRS. Next, complete the identification fields if applicable. Box 11 allows you to record the primary identification document presented by the winner. Box 12 can be used to record an additional form of identification if your organization requires it. After completing the federal reporting section, move down to the state information area. These fields are used only when state or local reporting is required. Start with Box 13 where you select the applicable state associated with the winnings. If state reporting applies, you may also enter the payer's state ID number provided by the state tax agency. In Box 14, enter the amount of winnings subject to state reporting. If state income tax was withheld, report the amount in Box 15. If local reporting requirements apply, you can enter the winnings amount in Box 16 and the withheld amount in Box 17. Finally, use Box 18 to specify the applicable city, county, or locality. Once all required information has been entered and reviewed, choose one of the available actions at the bottom of the page. Select Save for Later if you want to save the form and return to it later. Choose Save and Add Another if you need to create another Form W-2G, or if you are ready to proceed, click Save and Continue to move forward to the next step of the filing process. Verify your entries, make edits, add additional forms, or proceed to the state filing section. Based on the information provided, TaxBandits automatically identifies and highlights any applicable state filing requirements. Next, proceed to Form Distribution, where you choose how recipients receive their copies. Options include postal mailing only or recipient portal access, which allows recipients to securely view their forms online. After selecting your distribution preference, continue to review forms. TaxBandits automatically checks for missing or invalid information and flags any issues so they can be corrected before filing. When ready, proceed to the filing summary. Add the filing to your cart, and move to checkout. To complete your order, review and acknowledge the credit card usage authorization. Confirm that you are authorized to use the entered payment method and grant TaxBandits permission to process the charge. Select Pay and Transmit to submit your payment and transmit your filing to the IRS. Once payment is successfully processed, your order will be finalized and the forms will be transmitted. File Form W-2G with confidence. Visit TaxBandits.com for a secure, IRS-authorized e-filing solution with built-in validations and expert support.